So when I first moved to Germany, I was used to the work, and work harder culture from back home in Nigeria. There, if you ask for too much time off, in fact, you're going to be considered as unserious. Like, this job, you don't like it anymore. But then here in Germany, at one point, I had a colleague, or not rather a colleague, a friend or an acquaintance in this case, who was like, "Oh, I'll be away for like 3 weeks, and then I'll be away again for holiday in December." I'm like, 3 weeks? 3 weeks of a holiday? Like, are you serious? Do you love this job of yours? Oh my God. Excuse me. Does your boss know that you want to go away for 3? Is your boss aware of this kind of plan of yours? But that's when I got to understand, or got to know about the system of vacations in Germany. And Germans don't just take vacation, they master it. They're the masters of vacation. Work-life balance in this country is no jokes, and this is an example of them. But how much holiday do you actually get? How does this work? And can you really just go off work for a month? Stick around as we're diving into the vacation culture in Germany. All right, let's break it down. By law in Germany, full-time employees are entitled to 20 paid vacation days per year in Germany. But that's just the legal minimum, all right? Because most companies actually offer you between 25 and 30 working days. Yes, you heard that right. Up to 30 days of paid vacation. So that comes up to about 5 to 6 weeks of holiday. Whew. Fantastic. And if you are thinking, wait, that's a lot of time off. We have not even included public holidays. Because on top of those vacation days, you still have 9 to 13 public holidays, depending on what part of Germany that you're living in. So, for example, if you're living in Bavaria or Baden-Württemberg, you hit the jackpot, because there you get 13 days of public holiday on top of your vacation days. Oh my God. But if you live in Hamburg, Berlin, well, you're still okay. You get 10 public holidays. So this is so fantastic, to know. Because now when you combine the public holiday and the vacation days that you have, you're already looking at nearly 2 months of holiday. 2 months in a year. Oh my God. One of the things I really, really love about Germany is the holidays, the vacation. And when people talk about work-life balance, this is it. This is what we're talking about, Fantastic. Because in some countries, if you ask for just 1 week off, you'll be wondering, does this person like their job? Is this person interested in this job? Do you think you're going to come back into this office after you live here for a whole 1 week? You are not serious, my dear. But that's not the case here, because in Germany, in fact, it is compulsory. You must go on vacation. You must take some time off, to get some rest and rejuvenate before you come back, to continue working. So let me tell you, if you try emailing Germans around August, July, thereabouts, you don't be surprised if you get an out of office message saying, I'm away for 4 weeks or something, I'll be back in December or something, choose. And those emails will not be responded to. In fact, you even see them, so you have no access to my emails, blah, 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 blah. If in any emergency, reach out to so and so person. Most people, because nobody is checking their emails during vacation. Nobody is checking their work phones on vacation. Oh my God, why am I pronouncing this word so wrongly? No one is doing that. Everyone is focused on rest. When it's vacation time, it's vacation time. When it's work time, it's work time. They don't mix together. They don't do that. Separate. So don't be surprised if you get a message like that. And as if all of this is not enough, you still have what is called Bildungsurlaub. Now, although this is for further training, so it's technically you get holiday to go learn something. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be related to the work that you do. It could be going to learn Spanish or cooking or dancing or whatever. So you are entitled to 10 days in 2 years. So that's 5 days per year. Oh God. This It's fantastic. Now, this does not only apply to full-time workers. You are also entitled to this if you are a part-time worker. I mean, you're entitled to vacation days if you work part-time, although all of this will be calculated, based on the working hours that you have. So the fact that you're part-time, that you work part-time, does not stop you from doing all of this, or from assessing all of this. And if you are a parent, I mean, a lot of companies actually promote this, promotes a flexibility for parents to be able to take care of kids or even take care of family members. They create a lot of these flexible hours. Some companies also give you some extra days, like your birthday. They give you some days off. They give you maybe one day off. I don't think I've seen a company that gives you more than a day off for your birthday, but a lot of companies do that. Some companies give you a day off when it's your wedding, when you have a wedding, or when you lose a family member. Now that part is not a good it's not a good thing, but if you need to move apartment or something, a lot of companies gives you days off to do these things. So this is really, really, really fantastic. And let's not forget that sick leave does not count as vacation. So even while you're on vacation, sipping drinks and stuff like that, and then you get a flu, you fall sick, it does not count as part of your vacation days. You will take it off as sick leave days, and that works. That works, but don't lie about it, because Germans don't find that funny at all. So if you fall sick during holiday, you can take those days back. Apart from this, the sick leave itself, you are entitled to 6 weeks of sick leave per year, where the insurance company covers this. Now, sick leave is not a vacation, but I'm just letting you know that in terms of getting back your sick days, if you are on vacation, for example, you're entitled to up to 6 weeks of sick leave per year. Now, let me teach you a German vacation hack, and that's called Brückentage. This means bridge days. So, for example, if you have a public holiday on a Thursday, for example, then you take the day off on Friday, and automatically you have a 4-day long weekend. A lot of people do this. So you find that at the beginning of the year, most people just get the calendar for the year for all the holidays, all the public holidays, and they already take the days off on those bridge days, so that they're able to extend the holiday during that time. Some people can say, okay, this week we have 2 days of public holiday in this week, and I'll just take the remaining 3 days as my day off. And boom, you have about 8-9 days of vacation that you can, stretch a bit. Of course, weekends does not count as a vacation, but if, for example, I need to travel somewhere, wherever, and I put my holiday in such a manner, then I can, enjoy the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, the whole of the holiday until the next weekend. And, it's fantastic, as opposed to being forced to have to take maybe 2 or 3 days intervals, or in batches and things like that. So I think this is very fantastic. Try it out in your next vacation planning. So to sum it up, Germans take vacation days very seriously. I mean, more days of actual work-life balance that works, and a respect for your time off, because no one is going to be contacting you once you're off work. So now let me know in the comment section, what's your own best vacation hack, and what is your company offering you as number of vacation days? Let's compare. For me, in my office, I have, or I say my office, with my company, not my company, with the company I work for. With the company I work for, I get 30 vacation days. It's so beautiful. I am so grateful. I've never in my life, before I came to Germany, have I gotten 30 days of vacation. The highest I've gotten is 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And if you come later than that 2 weeks, your money, you're not gonna see it. So don't play with them. Anyway, until next time, do have a fantastic, fantastic day. Bye.